Today, I reset the NBA by a full-on fantasy draft. Maybe the Wizards can still get a chip this time? I don't know. Let's get into it. Okay, so Jokic is on the Pistons. Shea is still on the Thunder. Wemby actually goes to the Hornets. Luka takes Wemby's spot and goes to Spurs. Giannis to the Magic. Ant to the Sixers. Brunson to the Suns. Now I'm going to go roster by roster. This team's kind of nice. Ant, B.I., Sabonis on the same team. Then you got LaMelo, Stephon Castle, Peyton Watson. They are kind of missing the big. I mean, they got two young ones, but it's all right. Then you got Devin Booker, OG, DeJounte Murray. Pretty guard heavy, but again, it's all right. Hallie, Asor. LeBron goes to the Celtics with Brandon Miller and Rudy. Peyton Pritchard stays on the Celtics. Jalen Suggs. That's not a bad team. I could expect them to be maybe like a 4 seed or something. Harden goes back to the Clippers. So does Scotty Barnes goes there. Mikal Bridges and Ty Jerome and Zach Edey. That could be a nice team. Keontae George and Amen Thompson go to the Grizzlies. Kawhi goes to the Hawks along with Siakam. So does AJ Mitchell and Zach LaVine. If Kawhi can stay healthy, they could have a legit shot. Tyrese Maxey's looking to carry the Heat. Wemby and Dylan Harper both find their way to the Hornets, along with Shaedon Sharpe. The posters from these two are going to be crazy. Josh Hart also goes there. That's a pretty good team. AD with Franz and Desmond Bane. Jalen Johnson and Konka Nipple, along with Isaiah Hartenstein and Ace Bailey and Jared McCain. That could be a pretty good team. The Kings might actually be relevant. Dame and Jalen Williams. Kristaps, they go to the Knicks. Steph and Jalen Duren go to the Lakers. Imagine if Steph got Jalen Duren. Oh my goodness. They might win a chip. Giannis, Lauri Markkanen, De'Aaron Fox, TJ McConnell, they go to the Magic. Jaylen Brown goes to the Mavs with MPJ and Jared Allen. Embiid, Chet, Derek White, and Jalen Green are all on the Nets. That could be I bet 2K favors all of those guys pretty well. Kyrie, Tyler Hero, Walker Kessler, Derek Queen, Marcus Smart, Fred VanVleet, all on the Nuggets. Then you got Trae Young, Cooper Flag, and Modest on the Pacers. If this was if I simmed multiple years, this team would be really good. Cade Cunningham and Jaren Jackson, Jaden McDaniels, that's a good team on the Pelicans. Jokic and Ja gets to pair up with Jokic. That's a pretty good pair up. Donovan Mitchell, Jimmy Butler. That could be a nice 2-guard right there. Zubac, Champagnie. Tatum pairs up with Murray with Dillon Brooks. Dillon Brooks finds his way to the Rockets again. Luka, like I said earlier, is on the Spurs, and he's honestly carrying, I don't know, VJ Edgecombe. That could be really good, VJ and Luka. Jalen Brunson is paired up with Zion, Dyson Daniels, and Jeremy Grant. Shea, like I said, also is on the Thunder with Julius Randle, Donovan Clingan, Kulabi, and Marvin Bagley III. It's all right. Durant, though, he's on the T-Wolves with Evan Mobley and Darius Garland. That's not bad, these two are lengthy, and then Darius Garland's not a bad guard. Then you got Paulo, Sengun, Josh Giddey, Andrew Nembhard, Benedict Mathurin. Watch out for this team. This team could be pretty nice. Cat, Austin Reeves, Keyshawn George, Kobe White, and Scoot. That's a pretty darn good team too. Bam, Avdija goes back to the Wizards, RJ Barrett, Anthony Black. But enough of all that talking, let's get simming. I'd just like to thank y'all for the 100 subs that we got like a week ago. I'm trying to get 200 by September. I think it's a pretty realistic goal. We've gotten like 40 in the past month, so who knows? Hopefully we can get there. I would really appreciate if you liked and subscribed. Let's stop here. It's almost January. Mavs are in first with Jaylen Brown, Yeah, that's a pretty good team. Clippers in second. Let me just make sure. Yeah, Clippers in second. Yeah, Scotty Barnes and Harden. That's nice. Shea, he's always gonna try and carry his team, which he's clearly doing right now. Darius Garland's team, KD and Evan Mobley. Yeah, it's a pretty good team. Jalen Brunson. I actually didn't think this team would be as high as they would. I mean, Zion obviously gets heavily 2K simmed. Like, they love him so much in 2K. But Spurs, Luka and VJ, they're sixth. Rockets, Jamal Murray, Jason Tatum. Kings, Jalen Johnson, Concanipple. I'm going to go over to the Eastern really quick. Giannis is leading the Magic with De'Aaron Fox. Derek White, Jalen Green, Chet, and Embiid. That's a pretty nasty team. Donovan Mitchell, Jimmy Butler, Kuminga, and Zubac. Hallie, Asor, Booker, and OG carrying the Bulls to the 5th seed in the East. Lillard and Williams. They got a ton of Thunder people in there. Pistons. This is a pretty buns team. Somebody had to have been hurt. Yeah, Jokic and Ja are both hurt, I guess. But they'll be pretty good when they get back. I am going to skip past the trade deadline since I already went through everybody and I don't want to repeat it again. Alright, so Wemby wins MVP on the Hornets with 33, 13, and 4. That's a ridiculous stat line. Cooper Flag gets Rookie of the Year. Josh Giddey, 6th man. Wemby, DPOY. Neemias Queta gets MIP. Victor getting all the awards with clutch. And then J Kidd with Coach of the Year. Let's see who made. So Jaylen Brown and the Mavs, they get the 1 seed. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is Donovan Mitchell and Jimmy Butler. That's a nice team. Nets ended up getting the 2nd seed. Watch out for them. Oh, and Embiid's hurt. That's a shocker. But yeah, that could hurt them a little bit. But yeah, I'll sim the first round and then, or I guess I'll sim game by game. T-Wolves going for the sweep right now. They get it. Everybody else basically goes to 5+. Alright, so Mavs play the T-Wolves. It's Jaylen Brown versus KD. And then you got Harden and Scotty versus Jared McCain and Con. Jalen Johnson's hurt. And then on the East, you got Donovan Mitchell, Jimmy Butler up against De'Aaron Fox and Giannis and Laurie. Whew. That's a good team. That's a good series in general. Nets got upset in 7. So you got Dylan Harper, Shaedon Sharpe, and Wemby. I don't know how they only finished the 6th seed. Versus Ja, Jokic. Watch out for the Pistons to make a little run. Which they probably should have been higher, but I guess Jokic and Ja were hurt for some of the season. I'll sim a couple games. Jaylen Brown looking for the sweep. Kings looking for the upset. Pistons up 3-0. So Hornets they survive a little bit. Pistons end up closing it out. Kings and Clippers is in 7. Clippers end up taking it. And the Raptors end up moving on. So we got Jaylen Brown versus Harden and Scotty Barnes. That's a nice matchup. And then you got Donovan Mitchell and Jimmy Butler versus Ja and Jokic. Maybe Harden can get a ring. And Donovan Mitchell's looking for a ring too. I don't think Jimmy Butler hasn't got one either, has he? Yeah, I don't think he has. Clippers take game 1. Both series tied up. They're also tied up at 2. Let's see. Harden advances to the finals. He had 27 a night. So do the Raptors, 19 a night. So we got the Raptors versus Clippers. we got Reed Shepherd, Donovan Mitchell, Jimmy Butler, Jonathan Kuminga, and Zubac versus Harden, Ty Jerome, DeAndre Hunter, Scotty Barnes, and Zach Edey. Raptors take game 1, Raptors take game 2, Clippers steal 1, they tie it up at 2, they take the lead, and the Clippers win the chip. Harden gets his first ring due to an expansion draft. Scotty Barnes gets Finals MVP. That's all for today. If you like this video and you like more NBA/2K content like this, I'd really appreciate a like and subscribe, and share this with other people that you know. I'm trying to get out there, and more stuff will be on the way. Comment down what other stuff you would like to see, and I got you. HoopsX out.